on this morning because I had a full body mass analysis on my body, and my muscle mass is really low. So that's why I'm doing weights. And I'm being trained by my husband. He's not here, but he's telling me what all I need to do. So I did what I needed to do with the weights. Now I'm gonna go walking, and I don't know if I'm gonna take you guys with me walking because it's gonna take a while. And, but I'll show you some of the. I'll do some of it. Just give me a minute. Oh wait, hold up. And this is for women and men over 50. You guys have to work on your muscle mass. Because if you don't have enough muscle to protect your bones start getting weak. So that's what I'm doing. Hola, ¿cómo estás? Bien. How are you? Thank you. Thank you. All right, guys. I'm going to tell y'all my chin, and it's looking real messy right now. Working on all that. Aging ain't no joke. But I'd rather age naturally than to alter my body with all types of injections and fillers and all that stuff, you know. So anyway, I'm gonna just turn the camera around. So I'm doing my walk now, and what I normally do, I do about maybe 2 to 3 laps, which is equivalent to 2 miles. And I do this every morning in my office. I'm at work right now. I'm at my office, and my office has a gym. That was the gym I was in. And in this commerce, I have a path that I walk every morning. Every morning I do this, and then on the weekends I probably do it. If not Saturday, I'll do it Sunday. I'll take a break. I'll take a day off, and it'll probably be Saturday. But on Sundays I'll start again. But so now this is what I'm doing. I'm taking my first lap. I came out of my building, walking down this road or parking lot, and then I'm gonna go all the way down there, down to the end, and then I'm gonna turn back and go all the way around on the side of the expressway over here. So if you guys want to walk with me, we can I can take you with me, and I can talk with you guys while I'm walking. If anyone wants to give me some tips on, that's 50 and over. Even if you're not 50, in your 50s, and if you work out and you have a workout routine, let me know what I can do to keep my muscles, you know, to build my muscle mass. Anything helps. Everything helps, to be honest. But thank you all for those that have tuned in. I appreciate it. And I'm gonna take you guys with me for the first lap, and then after that I'll sign off so that I can put this phone up and move my arms, because the phone, holding this phone up, hurts my arms while I'm trying to walk, because I'm doing a power walk. And then after I do the walk, then I go freshen up, because we have showers in my office, but I don't use those showers. I just go and freshen up, and then start my day. I feel like if you're consistent with anything that you want to do, the results, you will see the results if you're consistent. Even if you don't feel like doing something that you're trying to get results of. So say you want to stop smoking, and if you're consistent with whatever that routine is and you quit and you do it consistently, you'll see the result. If you want to lose weight, if you consistently do whatever your routine is to lose that weight, you'll see the result. If you want to learn another language, like I've been learning 2 different languages. I'm descendant Cuban. My mom, my grandfather, Cubans, but my mom's father is Cuban, abuelo, and but her mom was black, and she was from St. Martin, but she was born here in the States. So we were raised pretty much, black Americans. So we really didn't speak the language until we got older. Like some of my siblings, they spoke the language, but when you don't use it, you will lose it. Or if you don't understand that you should be learning it, then you won't do it. So, but as I got older, I'm like, you know what? I want to learn different languages. So I'm relearning Spanish, and I'm learning ASL. And ASL is American Sign Language. And I really enjoy learning ASL. Spanish, I could speak it conversational because I'm here in South Florida. So I can speak it enough to understand it, but I still want to learn the language. But the ASL for me is really interesting. And so yeah, if you want to learn another language, or if you want to learn a skill or a trade, you're gonna be consistent with whatever that routine is. You're going to see the results, and the results will be you will be able to speak another language. If you want to start a business and you come up with the plan to do that business, and you be consistent with putting in the work to make that business happen, and don't find reasons to self-sabotage yourself by getting in your way and finding excuses of why you shouldn't start the business at that time. It's never going to be the right time. The time will be at that time, that moment. Do it. Just do it. Even if it means doing it small, because we have a way of thinking that when you want to start something, especially a business, you got to start big. No, start it small and grow it. If you have the capital to start big, then do it. But if you don't, start it small. There's nothing wrong with that. But you guys see that sunrise? You see that? Beautiful, right? So now I did the walk. I came around to the end and turned around. Now I'm going to take you all to the other side, which is where I walk. Actually, this is my first time going live on this page. This is Hey Beautiful Faces. It's me, Sunnie, and welcome to my channel. This channel, I provide content for women and men in their 50s that is starting another chapter in their life, and we're dealing with or experiencing, I won't say dealing, we're experiencing changes in our lives, and that can be for women and men. Menopause, because men get menopause too. Retirement, lifestyle. What are we gonna do when we retire? Lifestyle, travel. Lifestyle can be things that you enjoy, and travel. Me and my husband, we travel quite often. And finances. I'm going to be talking about finances, and the information that I put on this channel, I feel like it's not just for 50 and older, I feel like it's for anyone, because had I known what I know now in my 20s, in my 30s, I probably would have retired a long time ago, because I was well equipped with knowledge of what I needed to do with my finances, what I need to do with my career, my entrepreneurship, all of that. So if you're in your 20s and 30s, even 40s, or let's say if you're under 50, this content is for you as well. You're going to get the blueprint of what you need to do in your young age, so that way when you're at this age, you can be living it up. Even though we're in a time in this government right now, if you're in America or any other country, but mainly America, there's a lot going on with this government. So you have to plan accordingly so that you could be ahead of all of the foolishness that's going on. So now I'm on the side. This is the side that I walk on. That's the expressway there. That expressway is called Palmetto. Palmetto going south in Miami. 826 south. So I'm gonna walk all the way around, and then when I get to the end, all the way down there, I'm gonna go all the way down to the other side, and then make a U-turn, come back, and start all over again. But when I start over, I'm not gonna go live. I'm just showing you guys. I'm gonna show y'all the sunrise. There it is. See the sun rising? How many of you actually saw the sunrise from coming from the earth, coming from the earth, from another side of the planet, coming up? Try it. It's beautiful. If you are tuning in, leave me a comment. Let me know where you're from. Let me know where you're from. Let me know where you're tuning in from. I don't see anyone on here that I know, but I do appreciate you tuning in. But let me know where you're from and what time is it where you're from. And when you're doing this type of workout, any type of workout, be sure to stay hydrated. You don't want to do this and be dehydrated. I want to ask you all something, or whoever's looking or whoever's seeing this afterwards, if you are familiar or if you are aware, shall I say, when you are working out and you're out in the sun, because you want to get that sunlight, because sunlight is very medicinal. It is medicine. But you don't want to get out in the sun in the peak when the sun is like way up over here. But this is the sunrise. So this is like the best time to walk, so that way it's not so hot. But what if it's hot and it's humid and you start feeling like you having like a heat exhaustion? What type of water should you drink? Should you drink cold water, or should you drink tap water, like lukewarm water, or room temperature? Room temperature water, whether it's tap or out the faucet, tap or out the bottle. Should you drink cold or room temperature when you're feeling like heat exhaustion? Well, I found out that you should drink room temperature water if you're feeling heat exhaustion. And the first thing people want to do is give you ice cold water, which is not good. I'm going to say that part, and then I want you guys to research that so you can learn what you should do when you're feeling heat exhaustion, or if you know someone else when you're out. And then once you find out what you should do, share that with someone, because it can help somebody. All right, guys, I'm almost at the end down here, and the sun is getting up there. It's rising. And over here is the airport, Miami Airport, right here. So it's planes constantly flying in and out of here. So me being in my 50s and going through that whole life change of menopause, and just the body is cocooning into something beautiful. I do want to say that, when you start turning maybe in your 30s, like say your mid 30s, your body is going to start changing. It's really going to start changing. So it's best to not put any type of substance, poison, or anything in your body. I know vaping and smoking and drinking occasionally, if that's what you do. If you drink occasionally, that's fine, but just be careful with what you put in your body. We try to do the best we can with the food here, because the food has a lot of chemicals in it, so you want to be careful with that too. But I do recommend try juicing, try smooth and healthy, fruits and stuff, but juicing and fasting. Definitely try fasting, because fasting is going to help your digestive system take a time off. How many of you know that it takes 2 days for one meal that you ate to digest out of your system? Yes, so whatever you eat today is Wednesday. That food will not digest out of your system until 48 hours. So today, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, that food won't come out of your system until Friday. So meanwhile, you're eating what you ate today, then you're going to eat tomorrow, and then you're going to eat Friday. So now you're just eating food on top of waste, on top of waste, on top of waste, and the food hasn't been released yet from your system. So what you have to do is you have to fast, and you have to eat foods that's easy to digest, not heavy foods. You got to eat like either broth, soups, maybe beans, maybe do some juicing. That's like intermittent fasting too, helps out a lot. So you want to try that. So I'm walking around this area, and I'm going to come to the end. I'm just talking while I'm walking, because it's actually helping me speed up my walking pattern. You'll see my shadow walking with me. I've been on here for 30 minutes. Okay, 30 minutes. So I'm going to turn around. See, I'm coming up to the end right here. And then I'm going to turn around, and I'm going to repeat. So when I turn around, the sun is going to be beaming in our face. So I'm going to shut it off. Okay. Turn around. Turn around. Turn around. And the sun is right there behind that tree. There it is. All right, beautiful faces. Maybe I'll start doing more lives if this is something that you guys enjoy. I want to give a shout out to my honey, Danny, for supporting me with my workout routine. And a shout out to my sister-in-law, Andrea. Yes, I want you to get out, and I want you to walk too. And then I want to give a shout out to Crystal, who's definitely big on her health. And I want to give a shout out to Tedra and Ebony and Brianna and my sisters, Carolyn Eve, Wanda, and Joni. They're all up in there over 50. I'm the only one in 50 in the family, but they are all over 50. So I want to give a shout out to them and all my brothers. And then anybody out there that's in their 50s, yes, big shout out to you. All right, beautiful faces. I'll see you in the next video.